Hey, you guys, thanks for listening in to this episode of Tips with Tea. On today, I have Miss Jennifer Lyall with us. Hey, Miss Jennifer, how are you doing today?
I am doing awesome, Miss T. How are you?
I'm doing well. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and what you do.
Sure. I'm an intuitive business mentor and chief energy optimizer. I work with entrepreneurs who are really conscious and visionary with what they're here to do in their business. And they're feeling really defeated and depleted. They're overwhelmed with too much to do, too many ideas, and they're all scattered on all over the place. I help them get clear on what they really want, release those blocks of energy that are creating the chaos in their world, and helping them to get really, really intentional with how they're showing up by mastering their energy so they can make the impact and the income that they are here to make.
I'm glad you said that, and I'm glad you're on the show today. So, tell us, how can we tap into our intuition?
Our intuition is actually like another language, and it's the language of energy. We take it in through all of our senses physically, um, through the physical sense. There's the taste, there's the touch, there's all the five normal senses, plus the added bonus of the intuitive one, the sixth sense.
Mhm.
And in order to really tap into your intuition, the higher your energy is, the more vibrant your energy is, the better you feel, the more tuned in and tapped into your intuition you are. So if
Mhm.
you have a day where you're feeling really stressed out and you're all over the place, you've got a gazillion things on the go, or you're worried, you're in a fearful state, it's hard to hear your intuition because your energy field is constricted. But when you're feeling really good and happy and all these synchronicities start to happen, that's when you're in the flow. And that's when you're really able to hear your intuition more easily and able to trust it, which is really important. Because I don't know if you've ever had the experience where you had something happen and it's like, oh, I knew I should have listened to my intuition. I knew that was going to happen, right? And then you kick yourself for it. It's because we don't trust ourselves enough.
Yeah. So, I know when we previously had talked, you were saying how you had this 5 minute exercise that we can do to check in to our inner battery. So, can you walk us through that exercise on what it should look like and what it should feel like?
Sure. So the intention with checking your inner battery is to see what your energy is like, which then will help you be more confident and more in a thriving state in your business. So to check in, what you do is you just take a moment and close your eyes. I like to put my hand on my heart and you ask yourself 4 questions. And the first question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel physically right now? And it's the first number that comes to you. So where are you at, hey?
From a scale of 1 to 10, how do I feel?
Yeah, physically.
From one being poor or
1 being low, poor, yeah, and 10 being amazing.
right now, I guess I'm in the middle. I'm at a 5.
Okay, that's great awareness to have. And I'm about an 8. And then do a quick scan through your body and just get present. Are you feeling tightness somewhere? Is it hard to breathe? Are you feeling really vibrant? Just for our listeners, maybe you had a really good workout today and you're still feeling really energized from it. Getting present to what's going on in your body. Yesterday, I noticed that, I twisted my ankle. I sprained my ankle a few years ago, and I noticed that was acting up again because we'd been doing a lot of work on a renovation around our house. So it's like, okay, I need to stop and I need to put my foot up and relax and be aware of that. Okay, next question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel emotionally right now?
Hmm. Emotionally, probably like a 6 or 7.
Okay, awesome. And just get present to what are some of the reasons why you're rating yourself that number. Sometimes we can have something that happened earlier in the day or even yesterday that we're ruminating about and we're replaying in our mind, or that still is frustrating us. Or on the flip side, it could be something that happened really amazing that we're still on that kind of high of, and it's really uplifting us and helping us be positive through the day. Okay, next question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel mentally right now? And this is, are you clear thinking? Are you foggy?
Um, a 7.
Okay, great. And then get present to, are you clear thinking? Are you foggy? Are you confused? Are you overwhelmed? Or are you focused and really on track? What are some of the dominant thoughts that are coming up for you? Because this is an indication of how you are going to be able to navigate through decisions, how you're going to be able to process information, how on the ball you are. Okay, last question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel spiritually? And this is about you in connection to whatever higher power it is that you may believe in. If it's God, if it's your higher self, if it's your purpose, or just faith that things are going to work out, whatever that may be for you. Or if the question doesn't resonate, you don't have to answer it.
That's like an 8 or 9.
Awesome. Okay, so now when you look at the numbers, here's what you need to know. When you're operating at a state where you're thriving, that's at an 8, 9, or 10. That's when you're confident, you're productive, and you are able to trust your intuition. When you are at a 5, 6, or 7, you're in a survival mode. And that has you kind of flip-flopping back and forth between feeling really good in the thriving mode and going down into the suffering mode, 1, 2, 3, or 4. When you're down into that state, you're into the worry and the fear and the frustration and anger. And that is energy where you will not be trusting yourself. You'll be doubting things. You'll be worrying. You'll be really focusing on what else is going to go wrong. Whereas when you're in that thriving zone, things get easier. You're just able to connect in with new opportunities. You're able to really find the solutions to ideas, because when you are in those lower numbers, excuse me, your prefrontal cortex gets compromised because you're stressed out. And that impacts your decision-making, your confidence, and that interconnection. So then when you notice that your energy levels are low, you have a choice. You can just push through and try to get it all done, or you can take a pause and do something to boost your energy. And that can be something as simple as taking a couple of deep breaths. So we can do that right here, right now, if you like.
Okay.
All right. So if you'd like to just take a moment and imagine breathing in from all the way down at the bottom of your feet, breathing in through the nose, all the way up to the top of your head. And exhaling all the way down. And again, inhaling from the feet all the way up to the top of your head. And exhaling all the way down. And then just taking a regular breath here. Letting your shoulders sink down. And then checking in again and noticing, how are you feeling physically on a scale of 1 to 10?
Scale of 1 to 10, I think now, since I did the breathing, I'm like at an 8.
Yeah, wow, pretty incredible. And emotionally?
Emotionally, an 8 as well.
Wow. Mentally?
Mentally, an 8.
And spiritually?
Spiritually, a 9.
9. Wow. That was really powerful. You shifted a lot, just 2 deep breaths.
Mm-hmm.
And the most incredible thing is that it's going to impact the choices that you make next, how you navigate through things, the perspective that you take as you navigate through things, your attention to detail. It will totally shift your world.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
We get so caught up in thinking that we have no time to do these things and take this little moment for a break. Oh, I don't have time, got too much to do. But here's the thing. When you are pushing through and you're in that surviving energy and that suffering energy, it takes you longer to do things. So when you take that pause to boost, just a couple of breaths, could be going outside for a quick walk around the block. It could be doing a stretch. Just that shift in how you're feeling is huge, and it will make it so instead of maybe taking half an hour to figure something out because you're wow frustrated, it
Mhm.
will make it so you're able to come up with a solution and get through it much more quickly. It makes you more productive.
Awesome. So, what are some other tips besides this breathing exercise that we can do to help us take better care of ourselves?
Mm. Starting your day, keeping your power and cultivating your power. So rather than connecting into emails and social media, taking a time to read, to journal, to exercise, to
Mhm.
make sure you have a really nutritious meal. So many people give their power away right at the beginning of the day. Some people even look at their phone right in bed before they even get out of bed. And in that moment, you're connecting in with other people's demands, other people's energies, whatever is going on social media, whoever needs something from you. And that takes you away from making sure that you're feeling good and that you're starting your day with a full inner battery.
Yeah. So I'm glad you did mention exercise because I know a lot of people use exercising for an outlet. So how often should we exercise and what are the benefits that we can see if we do exercise on a regular basis?
Great questions. So I would say listen to your body, move your body every single day. So even if you can't get out there for a workout, make sure that you're able to do some stretches or going for a walk. Our body needs exercise, at least 20 minutes a day. They're saying sitting is the new smoking.
Mhm.
And what are some of the benefits? Well, it helps with our learning. It helps with shifting our energy. It helps with our attention. It also supports us with staying healthy. Our immune system requires us to move. Our lymphatic system, which is a key part of our immune system, makes it requires us to physically move our body. Also, exercise, especially core strength, is so important for maintaining your not only your physical strength but your mental and emotional strength.
Mhm.
They've realized that the cortisol that gets emitted when we're under stress, it impacts our digestive system, and it's because the energy of our adrenals are right in our core area. And so when we exercise, and particularly doing the core strengthening, not only do we strengthen our muscles, but we strengthen our resilience and our ability to fight stress.
Awesome. Awesome. So, Ms. Jennifer, thank you so much for coming on the show today and sharing with us these helpful tips. So, I'm going to share your social media handles. Tell our listeners how you would like them to get in contact with you if they would like.
Sure. So the best thing to do would be to visit my website, jlyall.com forward slash energy. And you can actually go to the 7-day energy transformation where I take you deeper through the process of how to check your inner battery and support you over the course of a week so you can start to develop the habit.
Awesome. And if you guys want to get in contact with me, you can do so. My number is 910-317-0396. If you want to shoot me an email, feel free to do so. My email is contact@mjfinancial.biz. You can schedule a consultation, you guys, on the website at www.mjfinancial.biz. You can find this episode on Anchor, you guys, and you can also find the playback for this video on the YouTube channel for M&J Financial Management. So thank you once again, Ms. Jennifer, for being on the show. I highly appreciate you today.
I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. It's been a delight.
And all right, you guys, we'll see you on the next episode of Tips with Tea.